Welcome, fellow gamers. Are you tired of getting crushed by your opponents in Mobile Legends? Do you feel like you're constantly stuck in the same rank, unable to climb up the ladder? Well, fear not. Today we're going to share with you 10 expert tips to help you dominate your games and secure more wins in Mobile Legends. So get ready to level up your gameplay and let's dive into our 10 tips for winning more games in Mobile Legends. The first tip is communicate with your team. It's crucial to keep your teammates informed about your movements, intentions and objectives. Let's go over the different tools we have available and let me explain how and when to use them. To communicate with your team, you can use the in-game chat feature or voice chat. In-game chat is great for sharing information when you're killed, because it takes time to type the message. On the other hand, voice chat can be used to talk to your allies, but this function is mostly used if you play together with friends. A way more convenient way to communicate is by using the quick chat and ping function. You can use this button to ping. This function allows you to quickly alert your teammates about the specific things to happen in the game. For example, you can tap on the map to give a warning about a certain area, tell an ally he has to focus a certain hero, or tell a strong enemy is missing. Then you have those three buttons to tell your allies to attack, retreat or gather. The quick chat system is a collection of pre-written messages that you can use to communicate with your team. You can set up your own quick chats in the main menu, and I suggest you pick a few which are effective to use in your opinion. Effective communication can help you avoid misunderstanding and prevent you from making costly mistakes. It can also help you adapt to unexpected situations and respond to enemy attacks quickly. So make sure to communicate clearly and frequently with your team, and you'll be on your way to victory. Tip number 2 is mastering multiple heroes. Mastering a few heroes is the foundation for ranking up solo quickly in Mobile Legends. It's essential to know to play multiple heroes so you can adjust according to the needs of your team. You need to have a deep understanding of your hero's skills, strengths and weaknesses. By mastering a few heroes, you're able to play effectively and pick the right ones in the right situation. I'm really curious how many heroes you really master, so let me know in the comments how many you can play really well. To master heroes, select ones that fit your playstyle. Aggressive players should choose heroes with high damage output like Saber, Arlott or Clint, while defensive players should go for heroes with high durability, such as Estes, Minotaur or Hilda. Practice your chosen hero's skills, experiment with different strategies, and learn how their abilities work together to maximize their effectiveness during gameplay. Additionally, it's important to stay up to date with the meta. The meta changes frequently in Mobile Legends, so it's important to stay informed about which heroes are currently strong and which ones aren't. By mastering a few heroes that are currently in the meta, you have a better chance of winning games and climbing the ranks. Each month I provide a list with the best heroes of a certain month. If you want to stay updated, make sure to subscribe to the channel and watch the videos. Next tip, build your items wisely. Building your items wisely can greatly help to be more effective. Each hero has a unique set of skills and abilities, and selecting the right items can make a significant difference in the game's outcome. Item builds can vary from game to game, depending on your team composition, the enemy's team composition, and the current situation in the game. It's essential to understand the function of each item and how it can benefit your hero's skills and abilities. For instance, if you're playing a marksman hero, you want to focus on items that increase your physical damage, attack speed and critical damage. If you're playing a tank hero, you want to focus on items that increase your defense and health. There are many build guides available online, but it's essential to adapt your build to the game situation. Don't just follow a build guide blindly. Instead, adjust your items build based on the enemy's team's strengths and weaknesses. Recently, I published 3 videos explaining all magic, attack and tank items. If you still don't know what each item does, those videos can add a lot of value to your knowledge, so I'll leave the link in the description. Tip number 4, practice last hitting. Last hitting is one of the most important mechanics to improve your gold farming. is the act of landing the final hit on a minion, which grants you more gold and experience. It really helps to obtain more gold than your opponent, to purchase items faster and gain an advantage over your opponents. Like you see, you gain 30% more gold when less hitting a minion, which really adds up in the long run. To be successful in less hitting, you need to have good timing, accuracy and positioning. Timing is important because you need to be able to predict when a minion will be low enough for you to land the final hit. Accuracy is crucial because you only have a small window of opportunity to get the last hit. Positioning is also important because you need to be in the right place at the right time to get the last hit while not getting hit by the enemy hero. Practicing less hitting is important because it can make a huge difference in your gameplay. By improving your less hitting skills, you can farm more gold, gain more experience and get stronger faster than your opponents. This can give you a significant advantage in your game and help you carry your team to victory. The fifth tip I want to share with you is don't chase kills. One of the most common mistakes in Mobile Legends is chasing kills. It's easy to get caught up in trying to take down an enemy, but this can often lead to you getting caught out of position and getting killed or lose objectives. In fact, chasing kills is one of the leading causes of feeding and losing ranked matches. Chasing kills is tempting because it can be satisfying to take down an enemy hero. However, it's important to remember that kills alone don't win games. Mobile Legends is an objective-based game, and taking down objectives like turrets and the enemy base is what ultimately leads you to victory. Chasing kills can distract you from these objectives and cause you to lose sight of the bigger picture. Chasing kills also increase the risk of getting killed. This leads to valuable farming time being wasted, which is a big setback, especially in early game. In early game, only go for a kill when the chance of getting the kill is really big. Otherwise, just keep farming. This really pays off in the long run, so focus on farming as much as possible. Tip number 6. Know when to push and when to defend. Knowing when to push and when to defend is a critical aspect of your strategy. Pushing refers to aggressively attacking the turrets and ultimately the base. Defending, on the other hand, involves protecting your own base from the enemy's attacks. When deciding whether to push or defend, you need to consider several factors. First, you need to assess your team's strengths relative to the enemies. If your team is behind in gold and experience, it may be better to defend and wait for an opportunity to catch up. Conversely, if your team is ahead, pushing aggressively can lead to victory. Another factor to consider is the state of the game. If it's early in the game, pushing may not be worth the risk, as the enemy team will likely respond quickly and effectively. However, if the game is in the later stages, pushing aggressively can be a good strategy, as it puts pressure on the enemy's team to respond quickly. Finally, communication is crucial when deciding whether to push or defend. Make sure you're on the same page with your team and coordinate your movements effectively. This can help you avoid getting caught out of position and losing key objectives. Another great tip is learn to counter your enemies. This is a critical skill to develop if you want to be successful in the game. Knowing your enemy's weaknesses and finding ways to exploit them can give you a significant advantage in battles. This can range from identifying their hero's weaknesses, such as their lack of crowd control abilities, to exploit their playstyle. To counter your enemies, you need to have a deep understanding of the game mechanics, heroes' abilities, and the enemy's team's composition. This can help you predict their movements, understand their strategies, and adjust your playstyle accordingly. For example, if you match up against Eve, who has to aim her skills to deal damage, you can use a hero like Lancelot, who's really mobile, so you can dodge her attacks. Or you match up against Welwan, who is a really mobile marksman. You can counter her by using a hero like Kufra, who excels at fighting against blinking heroes. It's also important to keep an eye on your enemy's items build and adjust your strategy accordingly. If they are building items that increase their defense against your hero's abilities, you may need to adjust your strategy and build an item that helps against high defense. Another thing I really want to share is the following tip. Practice, practice and practice. It cannot be overstated enough. It's the foundation of improvement and success in the game. The more you play, the more familiar you become with your hero's abilities, item builds, and the game's mechanics. You will also become more aware of the strengths and weaknesses of different heroes, how to respond to various situations, how to coordinate with your team. When it comes to practicing, there are several things you can do. One of the best ways to practice is by playing against other players in ranked matches. These matches offer a more challenging and competitive environment that can help you improve faster. You also get to face off against players of different skill levels, which will help you learn how to adjust your playstyle accordingly. Another great way to practice is by watching replays of your matches. This will allow you to analyze your gameplay, identify areas of improvement, and learn from your mistakes. You can also watch professional players' gameplay to learn new strategies, hero builds, and how to coordinate with your team. It's also important to experiment with different heroes, item builds, and playstyles. This will help you discover what works best for you and give you a broader understanding of the game's mechanics. Don't be afraid to try new things, and don't be discouraged if you fail. Learning from your failures is just as important as learning from your successes. Next tip, stay calm. Mobile Legends can be an intense and challenging game, and it's easy to get caught up in the heat of the moment. However, it's crucial to stay calm and composed if you want to succeed in the game. Panicking, getting frustrated, or tilting can lead to poor decision making, which can cost you the game. A way to stay calm is to take breaks when you need them. If you're feeling overwhelmed or stressed out, take a break from the game and do something else for a while. This will help you clear your head and come back to the game with a fresh perspective. Especially if you lost multiple matches in a row, it might be a sign that it's time to lay your device down for a while. It's essential to maintain a positive attitude through the game. Even when things aren't going your way, try to stay optimistic and encourage your team. Being negative or blaming others for mistakes will only bring down the team's morale and lead to more losses. We all know certain players who are yelling at their team the whole freaking match. Please don't be like this. Just chill and continue playing even when you're behind. The final important tip is understanding your hero's role. This really is crucial to playing effectively and contributing to your team's success. Each hero has a unique set of abilities and attributes to determine their role in their game. Tanks, for example, are heroes with high health and defense, whose role is to absorb damage and protect their teams from harm. They are often the first line of defense and initiate team fights. Damage dealers, on the other hand, are heroes with high damage output and low defense. Their role is to deal as much damage as possible to the enemy's team and take out their opponents quickly. Support heroes, as the name suggests, provide support to the team, whether it's healing, crowd control, or buffing. Knowing your hero's role is essential because it helps you to understand what you need to be during the game. If you're playing a tank hero, your primary focus should be on protecting your team and initiating team fights. If you're a damage dealer, your job is to take out the enemy team's damage dealers as quickly as possible. If you're a support hero, your hero is to provide support to your team and help them win fights. So these were my 10 tips which can greatly improve your gameplay. If it was useful to you, please give a quick hit on the like button. And if you'd like to receive more content like this on a regular basis, consider to subscribe to the channel. If you have any tips, please share them so I can learn from you as well. If there's enough demand, I can also make a part 2 with new tips. As always, thank you for watching and I'll be seeing you again in the next guide.